In North Carolina, the most profound acts of love often cost the greatest price. This is the story of a tragic anomaly, a vicious, fatal attack that unfolded in a quiet yard, not at the hands of a stranger, but by an animal the victim herself had sheltered. Deputies arrived to a scene of carnage, but they soon realized the victim, 38-year-old Barbara Brewington, had spent her final moments performing an act of ultimate, shocking sacrifice. She saved a life, but lost her own. Before the tragedy of November 23, 2025, Barbara Brewington was known as the epitome of compassion. A dedicated dental assistant, Barbara was the sunshine in any room, but her truest calling was motherhood. Her sister perfectly captured her essence, stating, "If you knew Barbara, you knew what real love was." She loved her children more than life itself. This immense capacity for care, however, created the setting for the horror that was to come.
The Brewington family, residing on North Peavine Road near Bonnetsville, already had a beloved pet dog. But sometime in May, months before the fatal Sunday, Barbara extended her compassion to another. She took in a mixed-breed stray dog, welcoming it into her life, not knowing she was inviting fate to her doorstep. She had integrated the stray into her home and her routine. But on Sunday, November 23rd, as the North Carolina afternoon gave way to evening, something went terribly wrong while she was home alone. The question investigators had to immediately answer was, when compassion turned to conflict, who was truly safe on the property? The sequence of events leading up to the discovery of Barbara Brewington's body shortly before 6:30 p.m. was pieced together by Sampson County Sheriff Jimmy Thornton and his deputies. This wasn't a random intrusion. This was a domestic horror story. Sheriff Thornton reported that Barbara's own smaller pet dog somehow got out into the yard. This small, seemingly innocent action triggered a crisis. The stray dog, the one Barbara had provided shelter to since May, suddenly became aggressive, investigative, focusing on action. Barbara, acting instantly, raced to intervene. Her primary goal was to separate the stray dog from her own pet. She put herself directly in the middle of the conflict. According to the sheriff, the mixed-breed stray dog turned overly aggressive. The battle began. Deputies arriving on the scene found a deeply disturbing situation. Barbara Brewington was deceased in her yard, having suffered serious, fatal injuries from the mauling.
The physical evidence pointed to a ferocious struggle. Barbara fought for her pet's life against the very animal she had rescued. But as police processed the scene, a single, critical detail began to emerge from the chaos of the yard. A detail that redefined the entire tragedy. It raised a chilling question. What did Barbara accomplish in her final moments of life?
The scene confirmed that Barbara Brewington had been viciously attacked and killed. She was unable to save herself from the stray dog's violence, but detectives noticed an immediate anomaly, one that spoke volumes about her immense love and commitment. Despite the overwhelming aggression she faced, and despite being mortally wounded, Barbara had succeeded in her mission.
The sources confirmed that Barbara Brewington was able to save her smaller pet dog. In the midst of the brutal mauling, she accomplished her goal. She got her pet inside the home to safety. Her life ended in the yard, protecting the innocent life inside the home. Sampson County Sheriff Jimmy Thornton confirmed that the stray dog responsible for the vicious attack was subsequently euthanized at the scene by deputies and animal control. The tragic conflict had reached its resolution.
In the wake of such a shocking loss, the community rallied around the children Barbara Brewington left behind. She was a dental assistant, a ray of sunshine, but above all, a mother who held her children and her pets dearer than life itself. A GoFundMe campaign was initiated by her sister, who captured the heart of this entire tragedy. Barbara demonstrated, quote, what real love was. Her love for her children was described as being more than life itself. And in the end, it was that defining love, the willingness to give everything for another, that defined her final act.
Barbara Brewington gave her life to save a life. The stray dog she sheltered turned on her, but her final, fatal moment was one of absolute triumph in sacrifice. Her story serves as a painful reminder that sometimes the greatest acts of love are written in the most devastating of headlines. She was a mother, a caregiver, and a hero who paid the ultimate cost to ensure that the ones she protected were safe inside the walls of home. The pet was secured, but the woman who provided the safety was gone.